Krabby's Cretins is a really unique mod, adding 30 enemies and over 4,000 rooms. Most of these rooms fit in perfectly with vanilla rooms in the game, with a few exceptions. Oh my god, what do you mean? I had a lot of fun with this mod, and I think it has a lot of soul, so I wanted to go over the 30 enemies in this mod, as well as some extra content that I found special. Let's start with Eye Flies, an enemy you're going to be seeing a lot while playing this mod. Eye Fly is a variant of Boomfly that can be found across most floors in the game. They resemble Isaac in appearance and float around diagonally, occasionally crying a lingering tear. When they die, they'll make an Isaac death sound noise, leaving a larger lingering tear. Next is... who am I kidding? You didn't click on this video so that you can hear more about fly variants. Or maybe you did, in which case I've got a lot more coming for you. But for everyone else, I want to first show off the 2 mini-bosses that this mod adds, starting with Camilo. Camilo is a mini-boss that appears in Sheol. Camilo will always spawn as long as there's either an existing mini-boss room in the floor layout, or one of the dead ends can be safely converted into a mini-boss room. Camilo's attack patterns consist of rushing towards the player while shooting tears, stopping to shoot more spiraling tears, then doing one of 4 actions, each with an equal 25% chance. Firstly, it can rush towards the center of the room and start this spiraling laser ring attack. These rings are large and the spiral motion is slow, so it's pretty easy to move along with the pattern. Secondly, it can float higher up, becoming intangible and striking down red lightning with creep for 4 seconds. Once it's done, it'll slam itself onto the ground, leaving a large puddle of creep and shooting projectiles in all directions. Thirdly, it'll seemingly do nothing, but the next time it would normally charge at the player, it'll shoot a thick, sweeping laser attack clockwise within a cone illustrated by these tracers. Lastly, it can spawn a mini Camilo, which is very similarly named to Camilo Jr., but I promise they're different. Mini Camilos will perform a weaker version of that spiraling laser ring attack mentioned earlier with a much shorter range. Also, when Camilo dies, it has a 50-50 chance to drop either technology or a random card or rune. Slowing down a bit, the other mini-boss in the mod is known as the Holy One, and can be found in Cathedral under the same conditions as Camilo. The Holy One will attempt to circle around the player before starting one of 4 attacks, each with an equal 25% chance of occurring. Firstly, it'll go to the center left or center right of the room depending on the position of the player, and shoot these very fast homing tears which bounce around when they hit a wall. These tears will eventually split into a ring of slow homing tears. Secondly, it'll open its middle face to shoot spirals of these ghostly white projectiles. Thirdly, it'll shoot lines of tears cardinally, locking you to a single quadrant of the room, and continuously lob these explosive red tears at you. Lastly, the Holy One will fly to the top of the room, then shoot these light beams in the line of these tracers that will rotate, either clockwise if the player is to the right of the mini-boss, or counterclockwise if to the left. Once it's done, it'll falter momentarily, ejecting light projectiles in all directions. When the Holy One dies, it has a 50-50 chance to either drop Shasagian or a random card or rune, and if you wait around long enough, its corpse will start to bleed from every orifice. Creepy. Before closing things off with these 2 mini-bosses, I want to mention that a recent update to the mod actually added delirium forms for these guys. The sprites are cool, but I feel like if I have to record any more delirium gameplay, then I'm gonna explode. Oh my god! This boss is so bullshit. No. Okay, whatever. No! Next, I want to show you a regular enemy. This is Question Mark Fly, and it can be found in blue room, red rooms, blue key rooms, and under a different appearance in the chest. These guys are another Boomfly variant, but are more similar to Blue Baby's only friend. Instead of moving in the direction the player is firing like the item, they'll move in the opposite direction, causing them to quickly charge towards you if you're trying to shoot at them. When the enemy dies, it'll leave a large, homing, lingering tear, which explodes upon impact. Coley is a stony variant found in Burning Basement, Mines, Ash Pit, Chest, and rarely the Ascent. They'll slowly walk towards the player, stopping every so often to shoot rings of fire. While not very intimidating on their own, these fires do ignite certain enemies and convert them into their flaming variants, such as Gyros into Grilled Gyros. Seam is a needle variant found primarily in Scarred Womb, but also in Chest and Dark Room, because everyone loves needles, right? Looks like it's just me. It behaves identically to a normal needle, but will leave creep and a lingering tear in the air every 7 game ticks while jumping. Next up is Globlobber, which is the funniest name ever, and can be found in Womb, Utero, Scarred Womb, and Corpse, but also more rarely in Dark Room, Chest, and the Ascent. It alternates between lobbing a giant globin pile towards the player and lobbing a giant tear which breaks into large creep. Upon death, it'll shoot another globin pile in a random direction. Sealed is an interesting enemy found only in Gehenna and the Ascent. They'll float around diagonally until provoked, and once they take damage, they'll activate and start accelerating towards the player. Once they're within 4.5 tiles of the player, they'll summon a thick ring of brimstone around themselves. Next is Maiden, which is an Iron Maiden enemy found in Mausoleum, Gehenna, and sometimes the Ascent. It hops around and stops to shoot arced tears towards the player, which creates a growing laser ring when they hit the ground. While moving, they cannot be damaged and will deflect tears and only tears towards the player. However, they can be hurt while shooting tears, but this is a very short window to deal damage. Oh, also, Iron Maidens weren't actually used as a medieval torture device, they were invented in the 19th century. At least it makes for a good Isaac enemy. Except I don't really like these guys. Okay, you know level 2 Willow? It's that downpour enemy that orbits other enemies and starts orbiting you if the enemy it was circling dies. Well, it seems like Krabby really like these guys, as there are 3 variants of it in the mod, making up 10% of the enemies. At least it's not like a mask plus heart variant, because I hate those guys. Oh. Okay, I'll deal with those menaces later. First is Full Willow, appearing in Downpour and the Ascent. They behave as Willows normally do, but periodically shoot out a ring of tears. Simple stuff. Next are Psy Willows, found only in the Mausoleum and the Ascent. It orbits enemies as usual, but periodically creates this purple aura, which stops shots and shoots them back at you once the aura is gone. I really like this enemy. It's a unique concept and requires you to time your shots effectively. Lastly is Red Willow, which is unsurprisingly dark red, and can be found in Gehenna and during the Ascent. It behaves as a willow would and creates laser rings that slowly grow in size before disappearing. Next is a Mask plus Heart variant that can be found in Gehenna and rarely the Ascent, named Visor and Plasma Heart. Like a normal mask, the visor will charge towards the player but will create a volley of rock projectiles backwards when it slams into a wall. Meanwhile, the Plasma Heart is chained to the visor, occasionally creating an X pattern of fires when the player draws near. Once the Plasma Heart takes enough damage, it'll break free from the chains and float around. If the player's nearby, it'll slowly chase after them and shoot short-range lasers in all directions. Generally, I think Mask plus Heart is up there with some of the most annoying enemies in Isaac, but these guys are fine. Like, I wouldn't invite them to my funeral, but they're welcome to visit my grave. Let's go over the 2 Ascent enemies in the mod now. First is Tainted Hanger, which kind of resembles that unused Ultra Greedier animation. They'll float towards the player and occasionally jump up, advancing forward while dropping coin projectiles from above, before falling back down, shooting forward a relatively fast shockwave, then 2 explosive coin tears. Next is Tainted Mushroom, which can be found in the Ascent and also in this really wacky error room. Wait, what? What is this room? What is this? Why are they just in there? Someone help them. I really like this enemy's attack pattern. It'll stay idle for a little bit, sustaining only half the damage it receives until it starts attacking. It'll start attacking faster and faster with more complex bullet patterns. Once it finishes, it'll shoot this radioactive tear, I guess, which turns into a shroomy once it lands. There's also this funny little lore found in the sprite sheet. Oh, yeah, we should probably talk about Shroomies. Shroomy is a weaker enemy found in caves, catacombs, flooded caves, chests, the Ascent, and rarely in Dark Room. They're quite simple. Periodically, they'll shoot out 3 lingering tears which slowly decelerate. These tears also bounce off of rocks and walls. After Shroomy is Ramblegag, which can be found in different colors in caves, catacombs, flooded caves, the Ascent, and more rarely in Dark Room and the chests. These guys walk towards Isaac and shoot a line of 5 lingering tears which slowly decelerate and bounce off of rocks and walls. Okay, that's just Shroomy. What did they do to my boy? Alright, let's talk about Coalfly, an enemy appearing in Mines, Ash Pit, and the Ascent. They're another Boomfly variant that will explode into an X of rock tears when killed. But when ignited by any fire, they'll start running down the player, leaving behind a short-lived trail of fire and ending their chase with a ring of fire jets. If they die while ignited, they'll shoot a cross pattern of small fires. Next is Ribfly, a level 2 fly variant found in Ash Pit and the Ascent. They'll act the same as level 2 flies, but occasionally shoot out a very fast bone that's about the same size as their body. They seem to have an infinite supply of these bones, so I can only assume they have an infinite bone generator in there. Next is Bombardier, a special enemy with multiple variants that can be found across Mines, Ash Pit, the Ascent, and this one random error room. I'm not sure why this mod decided to put the most random and wacky stuff in their air rooms, but I've gotta admit, it's pretty funny. Actually, there are a lot of wacky special rooms in the mod that I found while looking through the mod in a room editor named Basement Renovator. There's this secret room titled High, which, yeah, that's true as hell. There's this really rare air room that just looks like this. It's 100% impossible to get to the other side because there are invisible walls running through the middle of the room and you can only enter from the right. There's also this old chest here, which spawns from that Isaac's Tomb item that no one remembers. Oh, and there's this treasure room titled Double Hole, which is self-explanatory, but what is going on? Why is there an arcade that has an equal chance to spawn any of the 10 penny trinkets in the game? What is this mod even about? There's also a lot of wacky bedrooms here too, like this one named Nightmare, which has this. What do you mean? What do you mean? For the life of me, I could not tell you what they were thinking when making this, or why this mod adds special rooms that don't have any new enemies in them, but I am so glad that it does. Anyway, back to the actual video. Bombardiers chase towards Isaac and throw bombs at him. They can hold 4 different types of bombs, depending on the room layout. I think this is probably the most creative normal enemy in the mod. Their design is cute and they have a lot of potential. Next is Aqua Worm, a fireworm variant found in Flooded Caves, Downpour, Dark Room, Chest, and the Ascent. It shoots an arced shot towards Isaac, which bounces on the floor, splitting into 4 more arced tiers once it hits a wall. Flooders walk towards Isaac and occasionally shoot a monster-style group of tiers which bounce off the ground. They can appear in Flooded Caves, Dark Room, Chest, and the Ascent. My favorite part about this enemy is that it can have up to 6 unique cosmetic appearances, because, you know, it's fun. Hanging Danker is an enemy found in Dank Depths, the Chest, occasionally Dark Room, and rarely during the Ascent. It hangs from the ceiling and shoots monster-style shots towards the player that leaves slowing creep. Once sustaining enough damage, they'll fall down towards the player, sliding towards them while leaving black creep and occasionally shooting an arced tier that splits into 4 smaller tiers. Dank Glazing Globin. It's found in Dank Depths, Dark Room, Chest, and a single Ascent room. It's a fast Globin variant, but it leaves slowing creep wherever it walks, a cross pattern of tears whenever it turns into a pile, and a large puddle of slowing creep when it dies. There's really not much to say about this guy. Next is Floodcap, which is a mushroom variant found in Flooded Caves and sometimes Dark Room, Chest, and the Ascent. It behaves how a mushroom normally would, but continuously shoots tears in a cross pattern while it's not hiding in its cap. Okay, time for our very last guy. Enraged Bones is a Whipper variant found only in Ash Pit and the Ascent. It has the same movement as a Whipper, but stops to shoot 3 bone projectiles instead of a whip. And that's all for the enemies. An update that was released during the creation of this video adds some champion variants for Min Min, for some reason. They're fine. What? Is that it? And maybe I'll cover them in a future video if there's enough interest for them. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, there's a few funny Easter eggs in the files of the mod, and one of them is a sprite titled... Hold on, let me do this right. One of them is a sprite titled